Dr. Bruce Schneider, who was my patient at the time, developed this assessment called the Energy Leadership Index Assessment. And this assessment actually measures your energy. It measures your natural energy, and it measures your, what we call your default energy or your stress energy. Your energy where you go when you perceive things as being stressful. And at the end of my presentation, I'll give you an opportunity if you're interested in taking that assessment. But that is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself. And there are people here that have come today to support me that have taken that assessment. So maybe you could seek them out too if you'd like. But that's, you need to know your, what we call your ARL, your average resonating level. How do you resonate? How do you resonate? How are you perceived? How do you show up? See, you are who you are. There are other assessments out there, like a Myers-Briggs or a DISC. There it's called predictive assessments. A predictive assessment tells you who you are. You're a driver personality. You're a relator personality. You're analytical. You're a socializer. And they put you in these blocks. And if you were to take that assessment 6 months from now or a year from now, you'd probably be in the same box, because that's who you are. The Energy Leadership Index Assessment is a subjective assessment. It's based on how you see the world now, how you view things through your thoughts. You see the top salespeople, the top 10%, you know what they're focusing on? They're focusing on what they want. You know what the average salespeople are focusing on? They're focusing on all the problems. They're focusing on all the things that can go wrong. They're focusing on all the things that didn't work out. That's the difference. But if you can't see it, how can you change it? Once you see it, then you can make a choice. At least you're aware of it. It's the first part of learning. Right? You've all heard the 4 steps of learning. The first part of learning is unconscious incompetence. It means you don't know that you don't know. And then somebody tells you. And now you're consciously incompetent. Now you know that you don't know. And then you start to do the right things. And then you become consciously competent until it becomes natural and you become unconsciously competent. And that's what these salespeople that are in that top 10% possess. You know, all the people that are in the top 10% of their profession, you know where they all started out? At the bottom 10%. At the bottom 10%. Have you heard that life is a buffet and there are people starving? There are people starving. Because all the good stuff is at the end of the buffet line. Right? They put the salad in the front. I remember one of my favorite comedians, John Pinette, who recently passed away. He was a big guy. He must have weighed about 500 or 600 pounds. And they told him that he had to lose weight. And they said, John, you have to eat salad. And he looked at the nutritionist and he said, salad? He said, that's not food. He said, that's the stuff they give you to let you know the food's coming. So all the good stuff is at the end of the line. So what do? Well, number one, some of us are here watching people in the line. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to get in the line. You need to get in the line. And the second thing you need to do is once you're in the line, to stay in the line. That's how you get to the head of the line. That's how you get to the head of the line. So when you start to use your anabolic energy and understand what's going on and make choices, because the higher you resonate, the more options you have. The lower you resonate, the less options you have. So let's talk about sales, because all this is based on thought. And these thoughts come from different things that prevent us and hold us back from being successful. One of the things is called limiting beliefs. What's a limiting belief? A limiting belief is something that somebody else told you that you bought into. And you believed. You never even experienced it. Somebody just told it to you and you bought into it. In order to be wealthy, you've got to be a schemer. You know, money's the root of all evil. All these different beliefs that you buy into. So that's one thing that can hold you back. Another thing that can hold you back are assumptions. Those are things that have happened to you in the past. And because you had a result from a previous situation, when that situation shows up again, you just assume it's going to turn out the same way. And you respond the same way you did as before and got the same result. I think that's called the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You don't have to. When you're at choice, when you understand, when you're aware of where you are, then you can make those choices.